and everybody participates. I don't need to tell you about group consciousness. And somehow this really helps energetically, the vibration, the frequency of everything, raising it for everybody else. And so here we go. We'll be quick as a bunny, and we really want to make it efficient for everybody. So the first thing I'm going to do is clear everyone on the call now and in the future, whether you see this through video or hear the audio. I'm doing it now to clear everyone on the call now and in the future. We're going to release any unclear to know and have everyone run forward with grace and ease. Thank you. We're going to activate believe, think, know, and feel that audio recordings, mine and everyone else's you ever listen to or watch in video course, will work for you. Crucial, super important. So many folks hit me up with, they've been with 10 healers, nothing worked for them. So we're empowering this to work for you and anyone who is a healer. In fact, if you're a healer in your own right, or anyone you've ever listened to, just know that or watch. We're activating all that now for you. And we want to make that regardless if it's Jimmy Mack or your own or another author or speaker. We want you to work on receiving, deserving, and worthy of everything we put out here tonight. I just changed that for you to a yes. And we're going to drop in happy and joyful. We're also going to take you out of boredom from all what's going on right now in the world. Those are things that come up. Okay, thank you. And also worry about right now and especially in the future. We call it the parade of the unimaginables. We're releasing you out of that. And there you go. And instead, we're going to drop in that everybody's on board for living and thriving in the process. Okay, fabulous. That feels a lot better. I have to do it in reverse here. But of course, if I am fishing out something, I'm just going like this and releasing it. Anything positive, I'm bringing in from the heavens and bringing it back for you. Switches would look like this. We're going to turn something on and it will go boop and turn on just like a light switch. And something that's negative I'd want to turn off, I would start at the heavens, work my way down, and flick that off like a light switch. And my friends are so funny because they're like, Jimmy, you give away all the deep, dark secrets. Why don't you sell them or keep them for yourself or just tell them only you can do it? And, that tells you about my friends. They're kind of funny. They're all professional, but it's like, no, I give it away so everybody can have the power of this. It's like Star Wars. It is like the lightsaber. It is like Harry Potter's wand. And I really want you to have it. So there you go. And want to align everybody with symbols and sayings about luck. I love that. Doesn't matter if you believe in luck, good luck, bad luck, whatever. We all grew up on that. And on some unconscious level, we do seem to gravitate towards that. We've all said about somebody, God, they're always so lucky. And so that's what I want to have for you as well. I'm just changing it now. And then having the luck of the Irish. There you go. Also the Midas golden touch. We're giving that to everyone to believe, think, know, and feel, to be ready, willing, and able to know when, where, how, and why, to have that now. Also the 4-leaf clover. That is so cool. I love reading this cold because then spirit whispers in my ear. My father had a red keychain with a 4-leaf clover in it. He had a convertible Cadillac back in the day in the 70s. Isn't that cool? 4-leaf clover and a little red piece. So I see that now, and I'm just dropping in that magic for everybody. Also the lucky horseshoe. Ooh, I like that too. Lucky rabbit's foot. Unlucky for the rabbit. Here we go. We're giving you at least the symbolism and the luck of the rabbit's foot. Blowing on dice before rolling. I love that. There we go. And that's for everyone. Wishing on a falling star. I remember hunting and fishing when we were very young. My father dragged us all over the world begrudgingly. And we'd get up so early that we would see those falling stars because we'd be in the middle of nowhere just watching them fall. Isn't that amazing? And so that's Kismet and the Jewish good luck and the falling star coming down in or around us here and now, everybody on the call. Awesome. It's in the cards. I like that. Let's give everybody that. and meaning it's in the cards of good luck for us and great things. So those are all the cultural symbols for luck, and anything that would really inspire you to be more lucky, we're changing it to a positive yes, so you can be all caught up in that in a good way now. Want to disentangle everyone from all the expressions or superstitions. Broken mirrors, let's release that. Equals 7 years of bad luck, let's release that. Friday the 13th, release that. That tends to be very lucky for me. The number 13, we're going to release that. It's actually very lucky in Europe. The black cat crosses your path. Let's release that. I own a big fat black cat, as you know, but he's got green eyes and he wears a bow tie collar. He's a scream and he's super intuitive. All right, step on a crack, break your mother's back. Let's release that. All this kid stuff too, isn't that amazing? Running out of luck, let's release that. Let's give everyone an endless supply of luck. There we go. All right, and then it's not in the cards. Let's release everyone out of that. Then we're going to go with I feel unlucky or cursed, and I'm changing that out to we feel lucky. And instead of cursed, I'm dropping in we feel blessed. That's awesome. Also, my lucky streak ran out. We're going to release all that. And then playing Lotto, of course, we're going to bring in some luck for everybody. And we're entering raffles, any kind of raffles, contests, sweepstakes is wrong, or gambling. Let's release everybody out of that and the feeling of that. I never win anything. Let's release you out of all that. And instead, let's be the one that wins everything. And let's just drop in that we're the choice instead of the option, especially in games of chance or gambling. I'm always one number away. Ooh, let's release everybody out of that. I'm always so close and it never happens. Let's release that. And let's replace that with it happens. It's hard to be disappointed when not winning. Oh my God, that's horrific, isn't it? Let's release that. And instead, let's remain optimistic and that we're all winners. There you go. I expect to be disappointed. And we're going to release that. And instead, we're going to say, I'm caught up in a good way in expectancy. And there you go. I always get my hopes up and wind up disappointed. Let's release everybody from that. If I don't win, I conclude I have a block and I must not be doing it right. Let's release all that. And anywhere that that's caught you up now, in the past, and where it's catching you up in the future. Lots of folks on the call tonight have a future issue. So let's release that. Gosh, very interesting. They'd whisper that in my ear. Expectation to win and receive is just creating false hope. And let's release that. And instead, let's download some more magic happening. Winning is just a fantasy. And let's release that. Okay, thank you. And they're saying replace it with winning is realistic, and winning is happening now, past, present, future, every direction, depth, height, and angle, known and unknown, named and unnamed. I fear developing a gambling addiction. Let's release everybody out of that. My joke is it feels like everybody's addicted to something. So let's release that. And also not the gambling addiction, but let's get out of that and allow folks to at least enjoy it and think of it as games of chance. And if you don't think the stock market is games of chance, my son works for the brokerage firms, and oh my gosh, you may as well go to Vegas right now. Isn't that funny? So that's gambling on whims and rumor. So let's release everybody out of that, and anywhere there's games of chance, let's stack the odds in everyone's favor that hears my voice now or in the future, and especially sees this video. I can only win so much, so that's peaking out. Let's release everybody from peaking out or reaching a plateau, whether it's weight loss or money or any aspect of that. Isn't that interesting? That's what comes through. And I already had my share. Well, let's release that. Let's see your cup to overflowing. They're showing me the champagne fountains you'll see at weddings. So let's just see your cup overflowing. And guess what you're going to do with that? Share it with so many other folks. There you go. I fear others will know I have money and come after me if I win. Oh my gosh. Isn't that a blocker? Let's release all that. And instead, let's still have ourselves, see ourselves as winners with copious amounts of money. They're showing me the horn of good plenty that you'd see around Thanksgiving time. And also that it's going to be our position, our right, our privilege to contribute to whomever we want to, regardless of the cause or whether they're friend or foe. Isn't that funny? That's what comes through. It's not possible to have infinite winnings and unlimited luck. Well, that's just not true. We're going to release that. And instead, let's download, I have unlimited winnings and unlimited luck. Okay, thank you. And they're saying, and we're tapped into the universal love of all that is. There you go. I can't manifest. Well, let's release that. That's a double negative. And it's I can manifest no. We're going to download that everybody can manifest greater than they ever dreamed of before. I love this one. Money forgot about me. So that's kind of like the person standing in the corner they're showing me. It's the wallflower. Let's release everybody out of the energy of that. And that money is just the currency, the frequency that finds us always, regardless of where we are. Isn't that cool? We're going to make that so. If I make money, it's always small money for very hard physical work. Yikes. Let's release that. And let's think of Windfall, the most recent audio MP3. And we're just going to see it rain down on everybody now when you least expect it. And they're reminding me too, we actually had a client that got mailbox money from Windfall. She'd listened to it only for a few days. She got a check in the mail for $6,000. How cool is that? That's mailbox money right there. I have to be or stay poor so others don't ask for my money. Let's release it. Let's think of it more as in terms of the universe money. And let's see that rain down on all of us now. And let's allow ourselves to be more generous, less stingy. Let's release that. And let's make it so it's so much money that we know it won't matter. Something unexpected always happens and I lose money again. Ooh, let's release that. And anywhere there's a cyclic gain and loss, let's release that and have a smooth, steady climb of more and more money. It's what they're saying we're going to put in its place. Something unexpected always happens. Let's see, where I can't build my savings. So let's release that. And let's change that to it's safe and comfortable for me to build my savings and to save money and to know when to save money. Also, they're saying about discernment, direction in my life when it comes to money. A lot of folks on the call tonight and in the future will be weak on that. And I'm just strengthening everyone now to yes. A glass ceiling or other limits affect my receiving a higher salary or income. Ooh, let's release that for everybody. And let's make it the sky's the limit, they're saying. I love that. That's how I know it's spirit. It's so weird. Sky's the limit. Everyone on the call tonight, now or in the future, sees my video, hears my voice. Give them the sky's the limit too. Thank you. Not good enough to receive a greater income. And let's make it so I'm more than enough to receive a greater income and copious amounts of income. Here we go. All right, that's excellent. I'm having more money would disrupt my life and cause issues. Gosh, that is a truism. They had an entire show on the lottery winners and how fast they all lost it or something tragic happened to them. Can you imagine making a show out of that? So let's make it safe and comfortable for everybody to have more money without a disruption in life. And okay, so they're saying break it down each one. All right. So this is for everybody. More money would disrupt my life. Release that to no. And more money causes issues. Release that. You've heard that song, More Money, More Problems. Let's release that. And instead, let's make it safe and comfortable to have a joyful, creative, awesome, healthy life and still have a lot of money too. Yes. It's easier to just go with the status quo. Oh my gosh, if I did that, we wouldn't be on this call tonight. So let's release that. And nobody on this call or that'll ever hear my voice or see see this video ever is the status quo by any means. You're definitely filled with creativity. You definitely have. They're reminding me really the Midas touch in all of this. You'll see it'll come about, and you either have that creative energy or that goddess energy for the ladies. We love it. It's hard to make more money. Let's release how hard it is. Let's make it easy to make more money when we least expect it. There you go. I don't have enough energy to make more money. Oh my gosh, one more person tells me how tired they are, I'm going to scream. So let's release tired. Let's bring in youth, vitality, stamina. Okay, thank you. Harmony, earthing, grounding. There you go. And instead, we're going to say, I have more than enough energy to make more money. Gary Vaynerchuk says, yeah, you might work like 9 to 5 or whatever. What are you doing from 6 to midnight? I love that. So just know there's more than enough time for what we really want to do. And things that we're interested in, it tends to propel us and inspire us. And that could be art, music, any of those pieces, that come along. Writing, anything that's creative. All right. I have the very best offers for my dream job. Let's release anything blocking that. Drop it into yes. I can easily work and profit from anywhere in the world. No to yes and change. I have so much money that I can take care of my family and help others. Right now, that's no. It's almost like there's a dichotomy of not enough one way or the other. So let's release all that. Thank you. It's okay to receive windfalls on a daily basis. And that's no for the majority of folks on this call tonight or in the future. So we're releasing that. They're saying to make it commonplace. How cool is that? We're going to make it commonplace. There you go. That was big. Unexpected money always supports and follows me. Changing that to a yes. Miracle money is coming my way. I love that. And we're seeing that come your way as well. I'm recognized for my work and receive a great increase in my pay. And they're adding, if it's to be, it's up to me. So I want to see you shine in everything you do, all your creative endeavors, work, job, career, home life, everything. Let's drop that in. Almost make it lucky for you even in that. I'm confident about it being okay to have money and to earn money through day trading on the stock market. Let's make that so. Here we go. Clear all my blocks to believing in luck, to being worthy of luck, and to receiving luck. So that is a category of could be good or bad. We're changing all that to clear the blocks to believing in good luck. Let's make it yes. Being worthy of good luck, yes. And to receiving good luck, and there you go, it's yes. Clear all my blocks and unluckiness that caused me to end up in the wrong place, the wrong line. I love this. This is so well written. The wrong seat, meeting with the wrong people, being somewhere at the wrong time, doing something at the wrong time, and having the wrong experience or situations. Wow. That all goes back to, when I follow the root of that, is timing, wrong and incorrect timing. So let's release everybody out of that trap. And there you go. Awesome. Turn off my unlucky switch that things don't go right for me. All right, here we go. So I'm having to do it in reverse, so it's almost hysterical. All right, so here we go. And that's for everybody. And then it just goes click. Ooh, I can feel that. Also, that things break or malfunction or don't work. Let's release that. around me or for me, or that things never go right in my life. Let's release all that. We're going to turn on my unlimited luck switch for everything to work out well for me with highly successful, favorable outcomes in my health. This is so well written. Whoever dropped this in. My health, my relationships with things, electrical and mechanical, and all my financial dealings, in my business ventures, in all mental and physical games, sports I participate in, and all games of chance and lottery I participate in. I love that. Here we go. We're turning that on for everyone. That's fabulous. All right, and turn off my unlucky bad luck switches in all the same areas. Very well said. So let's go with that. Actually, here we go. It should be like this. I'm tracing this fish. Boop. All right, that's going to help us a lot. Clear anything blocking me from being successful, receiving money, and maintaining a balanced financial profile. Ooh, I like that. Let's make it so they're saying also that our income for everybody on the call here tonight or in the future vastly exceeds our expenses and our debts. Also, they're talking about a high financial profile, even with the bankers, anybody we deal with in finance. Also, our credit scores. Let's raise those for everybody. Mine went magically up when I worked on my last audio MP3. How weird is that? We even put it out there for everybody to see. So let's just increase the profile of everybody, the financial profile now. There you go. Ooh, that was big. All right, a good luck switch is turned on. Doing that for you now. Good fortune switch is turned on. There you go. Feel blessed. Release anything blocking that. I feel charmed in a good way. Charms can also go in the other direction. So we're going to do charmed in a good way. There you go. Favorable and favored. I like that. And they're saying by spirit too. So let's change that and enhance it. That's by spirit. Favorable and favored. Serendipitous. I love that. I love that serendipity, right? So here we go. There you go. Serendipitous. Kismet, I mentioned earlier, that's the Jewish good luck symbol. And kind of just having good luck overall. It's good fortune is really what it stands for. Success. That's for everybody on the call here tonight. Here's the sound of my voice. Sees the video now or in the future. Triumph. I love that. Let's have everybody triumph over adversity. Let's have everybody triumph over boredom right now. Let's have everybody triumph over and blend well with family. Let's have everybody triumph over the wonderment of how things are going. Let's have everybody triumph in health and well-being and release any fear out of pending doom or ill health. We're releasing that now. Very cool. What a great suggestion. I love the word triumph. They're showing me the English motorcycle. They still make them, by the way. It's a Triumph motorcycle. Isn't that cool? All right. And victory. They show me the funniest things. And victory. Let's give everybody victory. And let's give everybody victory over the dark self, the shadow self, any of these entities, known and unknown, named and unnamed. Let's release them off everybody now. Tag-alongs, waywards, dark clouds of all shapes and sizes, curses, hexes, psychic leeches. Okay, the fallen, let's release those. Vows of celibacy, vows of poverty, oaths, vows, contracts, and fealties anywhere that are negative. And I'm releasing all those off of you too. It's going to make a big difference in how you feel after this call. I promise you that. You'll be wild. Windfall, my favorite. We did the Windfall audio MP3. Let's just drop in a windfall for everybody. That's fabulous. And wealthy. So many people are afraid of the word wealthy. A lot of folks on this call here tonight are kind of stuck with that. That it's some sort of a sin or they'll never achieve wealth or wealthy. So let's release any blocks to that. And there you go. Awesome. Gosh, that's feeling a lot better. All right. A few minutes left here. So let's just do a bigger prayer for everybody. It's on the call now. Here's the sound of my voice. Sees the video now or in the future. Let's believe, think, know, and feel. Be ready, willing, and able. Know when, where, how, and why. That every aspect of our lives can improve with grace and ease without a healing crisis here tonight. That's what they're mentioning. Okay, thank you. And also when we least expect it, awesome, good luck, good fortune, and kismet will rain down on us, not just in finance, but in all areas of our lives, family, relationships, work, job, career, and health and well-being, of course. There we go. All right. And anyone else that's thinking of anything here tonight that we missed, gosh, let's change that for everybody too. Here we go. Anything that you're thinking of right now that's still a block, or maybe Jimmy didn't mention, that's hysterical. That's what they're talking about. Let's release that, whatever that is. And anything positive that you feel you need that you don't have now, perhaps that you're not even aware of, let's bring that in. Ooh, that was good. I felt that. That's amazing. There we go. And let's have everybody have the takeaway tonight that this was successful and that in every aspect of our lives and every day and every way our lives improve. Awesome. There we go. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. And thanks for your contribution to this, because we wouldn't even bother doing it without you. Sandy could tell you how much time and energy it takes to put this whole thing together. We must spend a dozen hours to bring you this 30 minutes. So we love you guys. We thank you so much. And we really want to see the best for you. We give away the store because we just, want to see you succeed. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now. Have a great night. Keep me posted. Email us anytime. You can write info@jimmymackhealing.com or support@jimmymackhealing.com. We're here for you. We're praying for you. We love you. Thanks again. Bye for now.